So it's up to these two guys to drag it to map 3 here so we can see all of them.
I think what's leading this being so close is you have Millennium's following. You know that Millennium can perform well, and then you also have the hype about something that is new, something that is very apparent with Shaiko and the rest of his team of beGenius.
Absolutely, just that big showcase unknown quantity coming out of nowhere. But we are going to be starting on Oregon here, and they are bringing the Legion already. So this should be interesting in terms of how this plays out. Not a lot of, like they're not bringing a Glaz or a Blackbeard or anything you'd expect to try and push on Windows for the Storm's attack. So hopefully they've got a good plan in mind for how to actually attack this appropriately without just depending on window pushes. Stizzy might be a big problem with that as well, trying to slow it down. For example, sometimes we see a Frost on this map because the ability to put spikes near the window, or a trap near the window, but in this case, Legion could be the one to do that, although it looks like he's kind of playing more of a roam role.
We are going to see the majority of beGenius start out by the red tower, try to take it on over, which is a very common strategy, something you almost see every team doing, because gaining control of that will then stop a lot of flanks from the attic, from meeting hall, and all that stuff.
Yeah, in my opinion, no matter what site you're attacking, take west side, take tower. Like that seems, because that pinches the map. And that's the two areas where you can actually cut off rotations to an extent and make sure you don't get flanked from behind. Whereas main lobby is a bit riskier, in my opinion, because there's a lot of ways to come in. Meeting hall, kitchen, up the stairs, down the stairs. It's risky.
What I do like, and I want to see more of, is Steezy.
Shaiko.
Nice kill there by Shaiko. Again, the 3-speed monster running on through. I want to see how Steezy is going to hold down Dining. He's putting a lot of pressure on this, so the attackers cannot necessarily force their way through.
Shaiko, though, coming in like just bolt of lightning, taking down the bandit already. That's a good start for them. Having this full tower control now, he's going to rotate probably to a different position now that he's done his job over there. But they are doing a lot of window play despite not having that Blackbeard or Glaz.
A little bit of a flashbang, and looking on through the window, Mas is unfortunately going to be blinded a little bit and miss his shot.
So it looks like Shaiko just going to play aggressive here. He might even jump in. He doesn't have the diffuser, but I could see him just jumping and shooting everyone.
He's going to get a sight on Yogurt, and then he's just going to jump in, and that's going to be the kids' dorms all taking control of.
Interesting late ADS there. He's just trying to make sure he can defend himself. As he does that, you hear the Thatcher grenade coming and take it right out.
Oh, he's going to be rushing in here momentarily. They already know Mas got to get picked off here. Diffuser going to fall, and now RX is going to be looking for a shot there, but Shaiko's already jumped in, grabs the kill on Yogurt. Wonderful kill there. Now that's going to be a 2K for him on the round, a 3-on-4 with 1:10 to go.
Bad smoke grenade throw there. Unfortunately, he gets punished for it with death.
There it is. Steezy gets popped up. Oh no, he's going to walk away from that, but not Liven. Liven goes down. Last man's going to be Steezy, and Sneaky will take him out. That's going to be a 3K here for Shaiko.
Did he just shoot a mid-jump in the window? It looked like this is brutal. Just, hey, how's it going? Tap.
Just tap.
Yep.
One tap and done.
Yeah, so they made sure to finish off the job, but it was definitely a hard-fought battle there for Millenium.
Now it looks as though we will be having a re-host here, so with that you get to see us lovely people again.
I know that's what you were all waiting for. Now that you got a good tease of a good battle.
We're just going to give you one little round of this wonderful
series. That's all you needed to see is Shaiko just shiking it up. So nicely done on their first attack there. Like I said, they weren't necessarily set up for that window push, but they did make it work due to some good crossfire from Shaiko. Saw him clear the tower, clear the meeting hall, then come over and just help clear the window. Like he was a one-man army in terms of clearing areas to secure it. The window fight didn't work out as well as they'd like. You saw some great hold there by Yogurts, managed to actually kill one of the attackers with the diffuser and drop that. That could have been a big problem for them had Shaiko not been able to pick him up right after that.
I did not see this setup from Millenium that's going to put an end to Shaiko on round one. Now, it is only round one. We still have lots of more games to play, but I was expecting more off the get-go to try to stop Shaiko. Shaiko just ran into Meeting Hall. Almost, he got a kill right away. He then moved over towards Dining, up towards the top windows. And, again, kill after kill after kill. They need to put an end to Shaiko. That is the end of the story. You don't stop Shaiko, you don't stop beGenius.
I'd almost be careful about even roaming until he's off the board. Because it's a situation where you're spread a little more thin, and more of your guys are going to be in 1v1 situations, and that's the ones Shaiko's winning. You need to get him in more 2v1 situations or 3v1 situations, and you're not going to get those most of the time on roam. You're going to get those more often on site, which he was able to help clear very quickly because they weren't properly set up for good crossfires on that. Maybe they overcommitted to the roam downstairs. Maybe having a Stizzy on that Legion wasn't just contributing very much on that, and that was really a problem for them. Heck, maybe had they had Stizzy focusing on slowing down the play of Shaiko by getting those windows with traps and staying on site to be able to do that, they could have slowed his push and taken him out.
I'm trying to think of what are the different methods you could use. You had said keep roamers away until Shaiko's off the board, but I recall, I think last week it was, or 2 weeks ago when we saw Shaiko and Penta, the clubhouse got played, and we had, I think it was 2 members of the defenders up in garage, holding down and causing a lot of distractions for 3 members of beGenius. Shaiko managed to go down the main stairs, got all the way downstairs, and started causing a lot of havoc, but he had no support. So ultimately, he might have gotten 1 or 2 kills, I think, that round.
Yeah.
But he didn't cause the dent that he needed to because the rest of his team kind of got played in garage.
Well, he's like a wedge or a spearhead, right? He could go in and definitely take people out.
Yes.
They just need someone to follow it up. And you saw that with him pushing the A window there. There wasn't anyone for him to hit right away, but then once he was able to help his teammates on the other window, on the B window, that's when it mattered because it was helping a push and a follow-up. Whereas, like you said, when he's alone, he's doing some damage, but it's not necessarily getting his teammates in unless there's that crossfire or he's helping them get into a spot they're actually going to push.
Yeah. It's like filling your gun with an explosive round as opposed to just regular bullet. You're going to do a lot more damage if you fill it with more people and more power. But no, so what we saw here in Oregon on the first defensive round was Millenium going up top. I think it was expected. I think, like you said, we're not going to necessarily see something too outrageous from them. I don't think we're going to see a red tower nor a kitchen dining hold.
No, probably not.
Well, it's likely just going to be top floor and downstairs and laundry. Do you think that we'll see Millenium try to go back upstairs again for their second defense?
I think if that's the one they really want to play, which that is their primary, generally we see a lot of teams pretty stubborn about their primaries, and they will tend to do them. We rarely see teams switch after losing it once. So I think it's very likely now that, but they also have more information to work with now in terms of dealing with that attack.
Yes.
With the trap meta, they have both Ella and Legion. They have more than enough ways to slow down Shaiko on his entering. Throw down some barbed wire in the window. Throw down like a trap above the windowsill where his Ash Breach isn't going to, it may take out the barbed wire. Maybe he'll take out a Legion trap, and he's going to think he's confident jumping in. Boom, hit with the mine, peek him. But that expects Ella to be somewhere near there, or at least for the teammates to be ready to make that peek, and that's not easy.
Everyone's got to be ready to flank and push on it when that happens.
That's where you have someone at the top of right stairs using that usual counter peek. So.
Now, we are getting back into the game here. Again, this is going to be round number 2. We unfortunately had a rehost after we had beGenius win the first round over Millenium.
So we are actually going to go down straight to the laundry instead of dorms for beGenius' first bomb site. And they are going to be bringing in that Echo we were talking about earlier. So no smoke. So interesting choice. We see the no smoke meta more so in Latin America just because they're good at those C4 throws. But it is a bit riskier on laundry here if you're not set up for a lot of C4 throws. In this case, we've got C4 from what, Mira?
We have C4 from Mira, and that is it. We're likely going to have barbed wire from Bandit and Echo, and impact grenades from Legion, and Ella might be carrying impact. I want to say she's going to be carrying.
Yeah, I don't agree with this in the sense that it's really low on ways to stop a push into laundry. But then again, that's assuming they're going to push laundry. If they push the other side, maybe this defense will work out a bit better.
I think we talked about it yesterday, or maybe during the Latin America, but bringing Legion is something that you talked about as being very effective because you can toss those goo mines on laundry in the corners of the laundry room, and it's going to give an indicator through the smoke whether or not they're going for that corner push.
Yeah, because you know exactly where they're going to go. There's only 2 spots they're going to run to. You're going to see which one gets picked, and you could pre-fire it for sure.
Yep.
So I completely agree. Even if you're just going to throw a C4 at it, it actually gives you the advantage because there's no glass. They can't see through the smoke either. But we'll see if they do that.
We are going to have Shaiko on the top floor along with Sneaky and RX. You're going to have 3 roamers all the way top, and I think T-Pex might be inside of the meeting hall. So this is a 4-roamer game we got.
Wow, the Mira is not even downstairs. This is extremely risky. Not having any real counter to the downstairs. I like what he's trying to do, but it didn't even work stopping the hatch from getting opened there, trying to fire down onto it. Very heavy upstairs. It's looking like it's going to backfire on them if it's capitalized on.
Now we do have the iron sights on the Ying T95, which is odd to me. I'm not a fan of any iron sights on any guns.
Oh, we're seeing that Echo drone actually creeping around too. Yeah, maybe he just bought the operator, forgot to unlock the attachments.
Yes.
Because I need some more rounds.
Moments before the round went live.
Good pre-firing here, but they're actually going to spend a lot of time trying to clear this top floor because of the heavy road presence. So that could work out in beGenius's favor.
I think Shaiko's in a perfect spot here. Nope, he's going to get spotted out. Was in a perfect spot, but he will get spotted out here.
He's got the pre-fire, and he could fire through that mattress. RX, though, with the C4, still going to actually use it upstairs, potentially.
Now, you can see the Echo Drone. You heard it pounce off. I think it might have gotten Renshiro here. That's going to force him to go out and out. He's going to get disoriented. Again, we have over 2 minutes used up. No more Hibana either. However, Laundry Hedge has gotten open. That means Yogurt's going to move in forward here. Candela's going to go out. Shaiko not blinded at all. And there is Yogurt. He'll go down by Shaiko. Going to look like another pickup kill here. Aries going to try to challenge him now. Wall bang by Renshiro. That's going to go for Shaiko. And now it's a 4-on-3. Less than a third of the round to go.
So they're definitely making some progress here, but 50 seconds left, and they're still on the top floor for the most part. Seems a little risky. I feel like they could have just pushed construction about a minute ago, called it a day, and maybe won the round.
We do still, okay, so we have 2 members left. Oh, RX going to pick up a kill on Renshiro, vault on through, and Aries will pick it up on return. A 3-on-2 now. You still have 2 members downstairs from defense. It's Moss and T-Pex. Sneaky still inside of the main hallway by the west stairs.
Now they've killed all the roamers upstairs, but they lost most of their team doing it. Down to just 2 attackers left. Oh, as I say, that equalized a little bit by LZP there.
Here come the smokes. Here come the Candelas. This is going to be a quick plant. We also have Moss, who's now close up on the corner. They're going to drop, and Liven gets taken out as well. And Moss is going to pick up a 2K to win round number 2. beGenius goes up 2-0.
I really want to give that round not to beGenius for a brilliant defensive setup, but more so due to Millenium not taking advantage of the fact that they could have just pushed downstairs.
We've seen this before, and I think it's what separates a good team from a great team in the Pro League is the fact that they can adjust on the fly to their strategies. We see Penta, we see teams like Rogue, like Ents, like Team Font. All these players and all these teams are able to change up something on the fly. Millenium just seemed to be a, here's our plan, let's do it.
I feel like if you're droning and you saw that Mira, that's the moment you change it. You say, if they're committing a Mira upstairs, downstairs is soft. Let's take it. And it turned out they didn't have hardly anything. They had 1 C4 they used upstairs. They didn't have hardly anything else other than the Echo Drone downstairs to stop it. But they only won because Echo was just able to shoot them by the time they had their last 2 come down. And just so little time left. So I hope there's a mistake we won't see repeated by Millenium, because really that came down more to them just making the wrong choices than beGenius with a genius plan. But I still like the way beGenius executed on that upstairs defense. Obviously, they did a great job picking off tons of players at Millenium before they were able to get downstairs. But that could have easily gone the other way
now,
had there been different choices.
As we called it earlier, we typically don't see much of a Rook play, but here we do now, as Renshiro is going to be picking him up.
Interesting choice. I'm hoping to see if he spawn peeks as well, the old school spawn peek with Rook, something that 6Quattro used to do, who was formerly on Millenium, so maybe he's had a bad influence on this team. But it looks like he's going to at least look for something out there. So hopefully he can be a steadfast operator upstairs there, try and hold that defense.
Now, if this was a 3-speed operator, I would not be attuned to saying you're not going to hop out the window here. Renshiro's all inside a kid's dorms, but a 1-speed, you're not going to hop out.
Yeah, no, he's definitely going to be standing there just holding this down like you'd expect a Rook to. Sizzy had thrown out a trap there earlier. IQ saw it, shot it, so he just replaces it. Probably not going to work a second time unless he's counting on IQ not rechecking that.
Well, we need beGenius to try to get Rook out of here. Unfortunately, though, it looks as though it'll push into Addict's not going to be successful. However, Shaiko does get a kill.
Excellent flank there by Shaiko. Now, it looks like he's a little bit trapped in here at the moment, though, a little more concerned about a push. But no one's really wanting to push him, and I don't blame them.
Liven, though, will take out T-Pex here. That's going to be the Thatcher down off the board. Shaiko's going to drop from Attic into the meeting hall. Liven knows he's there, goes for a pre-fire, and boom, it goes! Wonderful headshot, standing level.
So nicely done by Shaiko, taking out the one operator who was most likely to counter him. Now off the board is a clear advantage here for beGenius. Not just one man up, but also a lot of firepower still to go here. Stizzy could go for the peek out. This could cost them everything if he times it right.
Oh,
and
the Claymore. The Claymore's at head level. You know Stizzy's eyes were looking low. And at head level, that's going to drop him down. RX, Shaiko, and Mas to Mas going to end the final 3 from Millenium. They now go up 3-0.
I think the 2 pivotal points of that round were Stizzy getting that, or not Stizzy, but Shaiko getting that wall bang, and then that Claymore.
Yep.
That Claymore, because the timing of everything was perfect for him to come out, because he was repelling as well. Shaiko's repelling, the other 2 were repelling. He could have, assuming he controlled the shots well, got 3 kills for that. Claymore changed everything. And so good Claymore placement is critical with a lot of these teams, and the ability to jump out is something that people are always going to try and do, especially without the red filter you get now, right?
Yep.
You can jump out even clearer.
The jump out from dining, or the push out from dining, if it wasn't stopped by the Claymore, there were 3 people repelled and no one looking at the doorway.
No one. And you take down Shaiko first because he was the closest. He would have been the most likely to do something about it. Once he's gone, the other 2 are going to be struggling. Maybe he only would have gotten 2, and the third one might have got him just off timing and not having enough bullets, things like that. Because that, unfortunately, that was Legion. His gun is not the most lethal for getting a number of kills per mag. He would have had to aim and control very carefully. But still, nonetheless, the Claymore changed everything for him. And he thought he was being clever with his traps on that door. So we are going to go back up to dorms again. Like we said, they're going to be stubborn about it. They're going to try it again. But now they've got a bit more information. If they can stop Shaiko from making his push. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is
no, this is
beGenius.
beGenius. They were downstairs, I think. Yep.
Yeah. So if they can stop Shaiko, we'll still continue with that line of thought there. You see RX though with a top of the board there. I think like I said, I think he's a great player as well. Maybe a little underrated sometimes because of Shaiko taking the spotlight, but I think a very reliable player on their team.
I feel as though beGenius, the downfall, if they lose this one, might be due to them being spread out too much, because they're trying to hold all of Attic with the reinforcement here that we're going to see Millenium try to open up. They're also going to try to hold on to Kitchen hard, where you see the mirror window and the reinforcements down there. So it just seems like they might be a little bit too spread out. I'm hoping that that's not the case, but let's stay tuned and see.
Yeah, it really depends on how they drone, right? That's the counter to people being spread out, is making sure you drone properly. So looks like Millenium are droning and they're clearing properly. So this, like you said, could be a big problem for beGenius. They are going to have to try and fight Shaiko there at the other side of that attic if they get across. So that could be a big problem for him. He is just trying to hang out up here as long as he possibly can. So it actually is he's actually playing close to sight. I like that little trap there just in case they try and peek him. Cover as many flanks as possible. No one trying to push master bedroom though. As we talked about before, everyone likes windows instead.
We do still have Sneaky, who's inside of the basement. Now it looks like though he might have moved over to laundry. He's here in the hallway. He's still just going to play his time. No one knows he's down here. Yeah,
he's going to be the threat to push up these maybe these stairs over here very late, or sneak over to meeting hall if he has to.
Looks like he is. We are going to see Shaiko try to challenge this onto Aries. Toss out one Ella mine, and that's actually going to grab him. Going to give him a little chance here, but Yogurt's all ready for the shot, lined it up, and takes him down. That's going to be the kill they needed. 1:10 to go.
Just saved his teammate's life, because that was just about to be a headshot onto the repeller. Some good teamwork here from Millenium is potentially going to save this round for them, especially now that Shaiko's off the board. Grenades starting to come out here. Moss is going to have to be very careful.
Oh, and it looks as though Moss will escape death, but he's going to give up the territory of the B site.
That's probably worth it, though, because you know at some point he's going to die.
Yep.
Like, you just can't stay there forever.
T-Pex picks up a pistol kill, though, into Yogurts. 40 seconds left, 4-on-4 now. The windows are being covered. The windows of Kids are being covered from underneath, which is going to be RX's job. Gas grenade's going to go out, allow Moss to try to get back in sight. But a couple shots are going to down him off and finish him down for the round.
Starting to look like it's really collapsing in favor of Millenium.
Well, there's Renshiro, grows for a C4 kill, and he goes down. RX picks up the kill, Sneaky as well. It's a 3-on-2, Steezy and Live, and last 2 alive. They're going to move over to the A site, try to go for a plan here. Looks like Jaeger goes down. Live going to pick up a kill now at 2-2. Sneaky's got to move in through the doorway here, and I think we will have a successful plant. There it goes. He turns away, giving away the position, the angle that he had. Mira, no C4 in hand, and this is going to have to be a well-fought battle. Millenium's in the upper at the moment.
This is a situation where these rotations can both be cut off, and someone's got to win a gunfight to make progress here.
I like Sneaky, what he was doing. He went into the attic to see if there was someone unrepelled. He's not going to see it. That wasted quite a bit of time. He's got about 25 seconds to go, and we have a nice angle here by Live, and he's going to look to get the shot on the Sneaky. Pre-firing, goes for it. They both miss each other, and there's the final moment. Steezy taking him down with Habana. That's going to be the first round here. Millenium will finally get on the board, 3-1.
It's unfortunate Sneaky spent about 20 seconds to get in the exact same position he just left. So it just did not work. And that's what I mean. They had all the rotation spots pretty much covered for the most part. There was very little they could do. I like that they were trying to fight it down from below a little bit, but those positions just were not working out in their favor. So nicely done by Millenium taking it. Still at a deficit, though, of a point. beGenius with a clear lead. They're going to have to work on this. I'm sorry, 2 points. So not good for Millenium so far. But this is the first map. They've still got a chance to bring it back potentially on Coastline, which was their pick. This was beGenius's pick, obviously for a reason. So we'll see if they can successfully defend this laundry here. They are also not going to bring a smoke. But I would hope they're going to leave Richiro down there with the C4. They're not going to play the weird upstairs defense that beGenius did. So hopefully this will work a little bit better. Here's where Stizzy's going to play and hang out into that drone. I would imagine he would go down with Richiro, play a little bit safer, have that drone available, set up in position as early as possible.
5 seconds to insertion.
But then we'll have the roam, of course. I would imagine from Ahiri's, Yogurts, and Liven, all good roam operators, to potentially keep the rest of the defense, but it looks like Ahiri's going to go down instead. Maybe a little bit late here getting everything set up, because they're being very aggressive. Shaiko already going to be pushing to Yogurts very soon.
Yeah, we are going to have a nice push in from beGenius into the red tower. A couple 3 shots going in through, getting the cam down. But beGenius, if they want to take red tower, they'll take red tower. And that's exactly what they're doing. All 5 attackers over here.
Weird to have the guy with the diffuser push in so quickly, though, but it has been droned out, so it is, I guess, a little safe to do so. But this is, again, aggressive, though, having the IQ with the diffuser pushing so far up. Getting ready Ahiri's might be the one to actually counter that.
I got to believe that part of that reason is just because they will be able to spot out any Elemine, Legion, Traps, Bandit, Mute Jammers, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that could come in fairly handy, assuming he doesn't get flanked or anything like that because he's paying attention.
Liven needs to go for the pre-fire here, and it might pick up Shaiko. Will he go for it? No, he shot a couple bullets in through, but didn't see it.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was able to actually spot as well as he would have liked. I like the idea of using those. Does go for a pre-fire finally, but it's a little late. Would have been lucky for him, though, if he got the head.
I thought Shaiko was going to go outside of meeting hall, try to pick up Liven, but no, he doesn't. Instead, Flashbang's going to go down towards Ares. That's the Bandit inside of the main hall. C4 comes out, Sneaky goes down. It's going to be a 4-5 now. Half the round still to go.
This looks like it's going to be a tower push with an Ash flank on the laundry stairs. A very typical attack we see that works pretty well, assuming you time the Ash push just right on the other side. And I imagine Shaiko's going to do that. Yogurt's going to have to be on top of his game to hold this.
Good nade in return. Moss to Moss picking up the kill onto Ares. That's Bandit down. However, we are most likely going to have Liven try to come up for a flank later on in the round as Shaiko does go down. Steezy picking up a kill as well into RX. Yogurts will fall by Moss. That's going to make it a 3-2-on-2 now that Moss continuing the onslaught to come in, pop off Renshiro's head. And now we have Steezy inside of the cubby. T-Pek's going to go down for the plant. And we are going to have the drone destroyed. So unfortunately, plant will be successful here for Millenium. And that means Steezy can have to fight this angle, and he's got to know Moss is here. It has to be a pre-fire. There it goes, going to lay it on down. Liven comes swinging around, and it looks like beGenius comes out on top.
I gotta say, Moss was playing pretty good on that IQ, playing it pretty well and smart, taking advantage of both the grenades and the speed, as well as the gun. I think that was a big part of why that worked. Shaiko's push surprisingly didn't work because they were very aggressive on that laundry side. Did a good job of that. So nicely done on the defense for the most part. Obviously, they didn't win it at the end of the day, so that's unfortunate for them because that now brings it to match point. So had that worked, I felt like they might have had a chance in this because they seemed like they were getting a bit better. But Moss's execution was just on top, and then Echo there, not going to be nearly as effective. Say they had smoke right there, imagine how much more effective that would have been to just smoke that corner, and then you would have forced him out of position, been able to get an easy kill instead of trying to switch to your Echo drone. So I think, again, they should have just gone with smoke instead of Echo there.
I think you're right in that sense, especially if it's going to be a back lobby push or a back tower push. Front lobby, yes, smoke can be very useful. We've seen smoke do his job before, but unless you have that line of sight, unless you have 3 smoke charges you're going to use at the exact same time or all together, you might not get everything you want.
Yeah, if it was Echo holding a C4, that might have been a different story, but it's definitely not that situation. So it's unfortunate. Now they are really going to have to be smart on this attack and clear properly. Last time they attacked this, they just fought everyone upstairs, which was a bit silly. I would hope they would consider now a construction or even a lobby push at this point to be able to actually properly attack this. Lobby push a lot riskier, though, because you have to deal with those armory stairs right there, which is near where the mirror was playing last time. We'll see if they set up a similar defense. It looks like they could be, though. You see RX going upstairs, and you see just the Echo downstairs at the moment. I think we're going to see a similar thing. You see all of them up there just hanging out. So please, Millenium, be smart about this. This is a lobby push. Again, I don't think this is the right way to go. I think a tower push would have been a lot smarter. But who knows? Maybe it'll work.
A bomb has been located.
We will
I'll
have
give the benefit of the doubt.
we will have the drop hatch get opened up. Rinchier going to go for a very quick plant. He didn't need to re-peek that, I don't think. And this is going to be just a bomb rush down. Mastamas picking up 2 with a bearing 9. Gets traded down by Liven, already inside of the site. They're trying to take this on. They know that there's too many defenders above. Shaiko's already coming down, trying to look for a shot. Liven goes down. Almost a team kill here. And it looks as though Sneaky picks up a kill as well on Ares. And the attack has been thwarted. This is now not looking good. Yogurts has to get 4 more kills if he wants to have any chance at keeping Millenium in the round here. And unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Shaiko comes on up, grabs the half, and that is it for map number 1. beGenius takes it 5-1.
That was not great at all for Millenium on the last attack. They had control of the hatch as well as the stairs. Dropping hatch was just a huge mistake. I mean, they dropped right into the shots. Not that it would have mattered that much, but they had the stairs. They had the ability to push them. They pushed in without the diffuser, were ready to plant, and instead of pushing towards the laundry machine, they just dropped in.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights here on map number 1, which was Oregon. And I'm feeling a lot of these are going to go in favor of beGenius.
Yeah, a lot of Shaiko ones, some good RX ones as well, I would imagine. So,
I mean, if we talk about that last round for Millenium, I felt as though if they were going to go for a very quick push, leave that drop hatch covered.
Yeah.
Leave the drop hatch covered, don't open it up, and that way you can then rush down, go for your plant. They had control of laundry within seconds. They had control of the B site inside of the supply closet within probably 10-15 seconds after they got down. They finished off Mas to Mas, and ultimately, I think they overextended themselves into the bomb site. If they would have just let the drop hatch available without being opened, kept a hold on to laundry, they could have had it.
There's no reason they could have covered the hatch with some people, pushed the stairs with the other, came around from laundry from behind, and easily took Echo out, and then it would have been an easy plant. But fortunately, some great plays by Liven there as well. Some good IQ play all around, especially from Moss here. This was his round where he played really well, where I was saying they wish they had the smoke, I would imagine. The Echo wasn't able to do his job, but this Echo did a fantastic job.
Yeah, wonderful job there by Moss, and fortunately for beGenius, they have secured a very definitive win on map number 1. Map number 2 is going to be a less common map, Coastline.
Yeah, but this was Millenium's pick, so there is a chance that we could take this to 3. But if they play anything like they did on Oregon, I'm not super hopeful, I'll be honest.
I think you're right in that Millenium had a lot of mistakes. They had a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of oversight, and I don't think you can give that to a team with the talent that beGenius has.
Yeah. I mean, there was sometimes they had some potential for some good plays, like that run out from Stizzy that didn't work because of the Claymore. And that's where they just need to be a little more careful in those executions. And I think there's potential for them to bring the comeback, but they just didn't ever seem to fully adapt to the way beGenius were playing. And they've got to do so. I imagine if they've watched beGenius play Coastline, hopefully they did, and they prepared for this because there is VODs available for that.
Yeah, they definitely need to come prepared with a full-out playbook. And as we get underway here, let's take a look at the operator selections because it's map number 2. We're here on Coastline, and we're ready to get going. It's going to be Millenium on attack and beGenius on defense.
So we were talking before about it being 1F. Blue Sunshine was most of the pick for both these teams. Interestingly, they're going to go to Kitchen instead, change things up a little. Like you said, that is kind of the third bomb site a lot of the time, with the penthouse being a bit more common as a secondary or primary. So this will be interesting to see if Millenium is prepared for this attack. This is kind of a difficult one to pull off sometimes.
Attackers need
See
to
if they can
locate
do so.
and
But they are
defuse
bringing the
bombs.
Ying from Anahiris. Hopefully that'll work out. I feel like the big reason Ying doesn't work out most of the time is blinding your teammates. I feel like if you can control that properly, it can be very effective, but you got to time things because of the short duration of the flashes. I think you need a lot more coordination with Ying than you do with a lot of other attack operators, like, say, Ashe, for example, with the flashbangs.
Yep.
But the upside is you don't flash yourself like you do with Ashe's flashbangs, so you can do a nice solo push if you're smart about it. Not that we see that work very often.
10 seconds left
Moss
before
bringing a
insertion.
smoke this time. That's good. They also have the Legion looks like hopefully playing close to site here. So between those two, they could do a little bit of delaying on the attack to give Shaiko time to do his flank roaming. Could work out well. Interesting though, RX upstairs. We're seeing a lot of off-site Mira from them. RX always kind of playing this hold on other outside of the bomb site. But it is good for him to hold above the bomb site sometimes to prevent shots down from above that top floor control. And that's what he's set up for there, is to prevent that top floor control.
Live and already very quickly. I think he's, okay, I thought he was about to get inside of Hookah already. No, he was just out on the balcony. But again, it looks as though they are going to take over north balcony, go in towards VIP, take over master bedroom. But it's going to be up to Sneaky and RX to put a stop to it.
Now they are pushing a lot from one side, from one entrance. If RX is prepared to counter this, this might work out in his favor, because one well-placed C4 could take out quite a few of them if they foolishly push the same spot. Especially if Shaiko, I want to call him Psycho now, is ready to come up around a flank angle, then they'll really be in trouble. Could see multiple kills come out.
I have a feeling that Millenium is going to be prepared for someone to pop in from the hallway into VIP. I don't know if they're going to be prepared for it to be Shaiko.
And this position RX is in is one we see really, really common for penthouse defenses. So it's interesting that he's playing it for upstairs here. This is one they usually have trouble getting open, but no bandit to back him up. It means that's going to open easy as day, and Shaiko being downed by Heres is a good start there from that Ying.
Yeah, wonderful job there. They are going to be able to maintain control, or try to get control of master bedroom. Mirror window has been opened up, however, that doesn't force RX out. He's going to toss a C4 in towards the white couch and miss its target. Not going to hit anyone or do any damage at all. Now we have master bedroom and penthouse being given up. beGenius, though, will pick up a trade kill here, as Shaiko was taken out earlier. Here he's the Ying, now goes down.
That's a good to see a Legion kill there. I want to give T-Pex a little credit. There were a few kills he got last map as well, so he's definitely holding his own to an extent. Same with Sneaky sometimes. So it's definitely not all about the few people we keep pointing out, but it does help. Did he just let that Twitch drone just go by?
I think he did. He was expecting,
He was expecting
the push here. Liven's going to go for it, and there it is after the second attempt to shock him. He does be successful in Millenium. That's Live and grabs the kill into Sneaky.
Nicely done by Yogurts there, providing a really good distraction, and the managing to deliver it.
T-Pex going to cause a little bit more havoc here downstairs inside of the service entrance, that delivery spot. It looks as though he may have come on down from the stairs.
This is actually looking good for beGenius just on time alone. 40 seconds left. They do have the man advantage on attack, but not the time to do it.
Yeah, there are only 30 seconds left to go. T-Pex still underneath. He's got 2 Legion traps he can throw down if he knows where the push is coming from.
Yeah, that would definitely slow down an attack and really help, although some people just run it anyways, but RX...
There it is. That's 1 Legion trap down. RX will pick up the kill there on a Yogurt, so it's all up to 3 attackers with 15 seconds to go. It's going to be Live and Steezy and Renshiro. Live and comes on down, misses the shot. T-Pex picks it up. It's all up to Steezy and Renshiro. Renshiro's going to get caught in a goo trap. He's got to spend a couple seconds getting it out of his foot, as Steezy is not in a position to make a move, and he's going to come in. Looks like he will grab one, but not enough time, and the round will go to beGenius here on Coastline.
Props to T-Pex that round, playing an excellent Legion, doing exactly what we talked about before, playing it on site. You saw how well that worked when he was able to play on site, kept recharging his mines, got to use them, gooed people, got 2 kills. Just, that's, I think, a bit more how you should be playing Legion, and you saw it effective there.
It did look very effective. He was able to stay alive, get some kills, use the goo traps to slow down, cause some havoc, basically.
Yeah. Especially with that such little time left, like you said, knowing where they're going to enter, slowing down that push with the 15 seconds or less left. They were just desperate at that point. Way too much time spent upstairs.
I mean, that's one of the dilemmas with Legion. One of the curveballs he throws into the attacker's push is the attackers know Legion's on the board. They know that they need to get him off quickly because over time he's going to have more goo traps. But at the same time, if you push in quickly, you try to go for him quickly, you're likely to run into those goo traps because they are what's going to stop you. You need to be wary of that.
Especially since he knows where they're at. He's going to be playing those to his advantage, baiting you into those. But we are going to go down to the first floor Sunshine bar there, what we talked about earlier being the default for both these teams most of the time. So they should be a little more comfortable here on this defense, hopefully. And we actually have an interesting twist here, Renshiro on that dock.
Yes.
Something we have seen them do previously. It is something that I think he plays pretty well. So hopefully that works out in his favor. I would imagine he would play it on site, but he looks pretty far off site for the moment. So we could see him just kind of going for a little bit of a heavy roam in terms of armor and ability to heal himself. Actually, is he 11 hitting the
Yeah,
window?
he's gonna, maybe he'll just have it 3-4 times.
Yeah, I would imagine he would go for a jump out there. That seems a bit risky. Oh, almost hits Moss there in the face. Got to be careful with that fire. Looks like he marked to take that out, so those hits not going to matter for anything because the Habana charge is going to open it right up. We are seeing at least this Mira stay mostly on site. They really are focused on getting that room, so Renshiro's going to be important.
Oh, there's the power of the ACOG there.
And the power of the ability to heal himself because he has taken significant damage. He's going to have to juice here for a second. Get ready to go back into the battle.
Now, Shaiko has been drastically injured here, and he has not come out on top in his engagement.
Now, he's in a situation, too, where he's going to be trying to soften them up and no one behind him.
Liven will pick up a frag on Amos too. However, Steezy has been injured. Renshiro still getting into some skirmishes here. He's having some damage thrown down onto him after he's healed himself.
This has been an extremely messy first minute, I would say, from both teams. So far, beGenius, though, a bit on the back foot. Stizzy, though, going to be a little bit of an equalizer for that. But if they can get Stizzy up, then Millenium's going to be in a good position.
I don't think they're going to get him up, but they also don't know that he's gotten down. So he's just wasting time at the moment, and we are going to have Renshiro try to go for a push. They will get him up, though, because Shaiko just got taken out of the kitchen, and now he's going to move on over, pick him up, and there's no more stim pistols.
Or he's just going to save him for himself at the very least, hoard those. But you know what? He's being very, very effective right now. Renshiro being a pivotal part of this defense.
Blackbeard's shield gets taken out. I think T-Pex as well going to walk out of that with 1 health. Renshiro being the MVP of this round if it goes in favor of Millenium.
Dr. Death here doing a great job.
There it is. Gets rid of the second shield. And T-Pex now going to try to hop into blue bar. Sneaky, though, picking up a kill as Habana on his Steezy. Tries to go for Renshiro, but he's going to dodge it. And now there are 2 players outside. They're going to try to get back in. Aries trying to go for a peek. He'll go down as well. Renshiro does get rid of the Blackbeard. He's still behind the bar. 50 seconds left to go, and I think Sneaky is going to try to go for a push here. He doesn't have much time to recover.
Way too aggressive here. Come on, guys.
Yeah, they are being quite aggressive, but Renshiro with a 1, 2, 3, 4 kills on the round. Wonderful job.
I really don't agree with what Ahiris did, but Renshiro played it perfect the whole round. I'm not sure if that was a 3 or 4K for him.
It was a 4K. He picked off the kill as soon as the pool table window got opened up on the hookah balcony.
That's right.
Picked up that kill, got Shaiko in kitchen, killed the Blackbeard, killed the Habana.
So, MVP of the round, definitely.
MVP of the round.
So,
wonderful
yeah,
usage.
little golf clap for him. We are going to see second floor hookah billiards this time, though. Interesting choice from beGenius. Would have expected them to go to penthouse instead, and it looked like they were actually choosing a different spot for second and switched over to this. So hopefully they've got something up their sleeve, as this is one that's not chosen often for a reason, because hookah could be hard to defend.
I think what my original thought was, and I think I'll try to explain it here, is inside of the B site we have that one reinforcement with a mirror window on it. Typically, for the people that play ranked, might play some go 4s and so on and so forth, they're thinking, don't you want to open that up so you can have a rotation through?
Yeah.
But the purpose of the mirror there is she's going to be able to see all of that,
Yeah.
see all of that A site, and still maintain control of hookah.
The upside is when you do rotate through the hole they did create, you still have some coverage a little bit from the bar and the bomb right there to get, if you're sneaky enough, across through to the other room, try and defend it. But it is risky defending bomb sites that have such easy access to the outside, and that's what makes a lot of bomb sites risky to hold.
I want to say the easiest counter to that defensive setup right now is go underneath inside a pink bar and just either throw a nade, bring a buck, do something to open up the drop hatch.
Yeah, I feel like the vertical play on this map is still evolving.
It's still
to
developing,
an extent, so
yes.
it hasn't quite got to the level of Border yet where there's a lot of common spots being used. Same with Oregon. So it will get there, though, now that it's been played quite a bit this season, which I'm very happy with. And this will definitely be a match to watch as part of that.
Now Renshiro, I think, saw the shoulder of Mas 2, and he's just going to stay away outside of Aqua for the moment.
Although, I imagine doing this right here, he's not actually really protecting himself all that well because they can shoot through the door. I hope he realizes that head shield only does so much when there's a soft wooden door right below you. So it is a bit risky peeking this here, but they're not really trying to counter peek him, which is probably smart. I think Moss is playing just right, staying passive.
Here he's going to try to move in towards that first floor office, in towards blue bar, underneath the A site.
See Yogurt's drone on the prowl. Curious if it'll be able to get someone distracted for a push like previously.
Millenium's moving quite slowly here. It doesn't seem like they know how to push on to either the roamers or onto the site to gain some ground.
I don't think they were expecting hookah. So maybe this might have thrown them off their game just a little bit. But T-Pac's going to throw them off even more with that Vector onto Stizzy. That's Habana gone. Hopefully they didn't need those pellets to take out that mirror window.
There are 3 defenders here inside of the sofa couch. Renshiro finally moves in, but only for a short moment because he's not going to get taken out. He's been injured. Shaiko picks up the frag, and it's all up to Yogurts, Ahiris, and Liven.
Now looking good. I like that angle there that he's trying to use. But so far, 5 against 3 with a minute left. As I say that, even out a little bit, but that's just the pulse. I don't think that was the most important kill that they needed to make there.
I mean, you missed your C4. It's going to play down. We'll have to see how it all unfolds. But now Liven still going to be on first floor office. He's going to try to rotate around. The Candela's going to go out. No one's on the other side of that bar, so it's okay.
Shaiko doing some damage there. The Yogurts, that's the Twitch down. That's going to hurt on firepower.
Here it is. Smoke's going to go down. Last Candela. Shaiko's here. He's going to be looking to pre-fire into the corner. Will he see it? No, but Moss will. And now Liven with the diffuser in hand is going to try to come on through. Shaiko's being covered by the diffuser 20 seconds ago. It's all up to Liven in a 1-on-4. Head will get taken off here by Shaiko. Wonderful kill. beGenius now winning round 3.
I think that was a good demonstration right there of why people have problems with that mag being so, so many bullets in it. He was able to just tap fire for a while, try and pre-fire the spot, and then still land the kill at the end of the day, just because there's so many bullets in there. But excellent defense, definitely threw off Millenium's attack there. They just didn't seem prepared to deal with the way that was being held with that mirror window in that particular billiards room there. So nicely done. Just the attack fell apart quickly once they'd gotten the little control of the map that they had. Ranchero on the dock again, and they're going to go hookah.
They are going to go to the hookah billiards, which I think is different than what we were expecting. That's typically what we see here as the 4th preferred bomb site, but
yeah,
these teams are making it work for them.
Maybe they're just looking to get some recreation in. Definitely not. I mean, it worked out, though. We got to admit, it worked out quite well for beGenius because Millenium just didn't seem to know how to attack it correctly. Despite the stacked up defense there, that should have been, in a way, been easier to counter, like you said, through the floor. Take advantage of that vertical play. They just clearly were not. There was no buck or anything like that on the table to do so. I imagine they probably had an Ash, though, but just didn't happen. We'll see if beGenius is prepared to attack this. If there is a well set up, fairly typical setup on their attackers. We've seen Moss with some great IQ play. That might come into play as well. Get some idea when attacking hookah from the outside. If there's any traps in store, which we don't see the Legion, but could still find those Elemines.
We could, and I think Ranchero being back on dock, as we see him here again, I think he's going to play a vital role as well as as long as he doesn't get over aggressive or too confident, overconfident.
I mean, last time we saw him doing a little bit of roaming. This time he's playing a little closer to sight, but playing it smart. Hopefully he doesn't overexpose himself, like you said, and take some shots. But he is one to survive it potentially if he makes that mistake, as long as they get the headshots. As we say that,
Shaiko might have removed a little bit more damage here from Ranchero than he wanted to.
Yep, he's got that health already back. The power of that stim pistol being usable on yourself. Feel bad for the rest of his team not getting the benefit. He's going to hoard it all. So far working out here. It's weird to see T-Pex pushing there with Blackbeard, but Shaiko just going to do just fine upstairs by himself. Yeah,
and he will finish off Ranchero and Yogurts. Again, we had said if he doesn't peek his head out, get too aggressive, then Ranchero might make an impact, but this round it will not be the case. Castle, that's here. He's going to be on the bottom of the Cool Vibe stairs. Moss is going to try to challenge this, moves on out towards it, and he will go down. Will not win that engagement. Shaiko picks up a 3rd kill in the round here on a Steezy. It's a 4-on-2 now, and Shaiko is locked in on a here. He's here on the Cool Vibe stairs.
I imagine that Shaiko's going to finish off a here. He's such low health, and the speed versus him, I don't think it's going to work. But in the meantime, RX going down.
No, Liven's going to overextend himself, and T-Pex will be there likely. Ahiris will go down by Sneaky, and Shaiko going to move in forward, try to grab this final kill. That's going to be a 4K for the newcomer, Shaiko on beGenius.
Well, they definitely know how to attack it as well as they do defend it, that's for sure. I mean, thanks to Shaiko, he knows how to push aggressively into a site. I would hope he has people droning for him, or he's just really confident he's going to land his shots. But he did take down taking down Ranchero and another within such a small gap of time like that is impressive. Must have landed some really good headshots because you know that dock can really soak bullets.
Yeah, the plays by Shaiko are aggressive to the point where we've only seen it by 1 or 2 other pro players so far in this year. Not just this season, but this year. I don't see that type of aggressive style from many people.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say Nesk is one of them.
Yeah, in terms of frags, maybe comparative to Shate, but definitely, yeah, more of a Nesk player, more of an aggressive Ash like Nesk had been. Nesk not as much anymore, but had been definitely that. So hey, look at him with 7 kills on the board there. Just cleaning up. They're going back to the kitchen that they defended previously. So, I mean, looks like a lot of wire here to slow this down. They didn't bring a any kind of Legion or anything like that. but they are going to try and defend this. A lot of people on site, potentially. Nope. Yeah, there's 3 people on site, or near site at least, with Shaiko looking around trying to figure out where everyone's going to be coming from. And then 2 upstairs. Now last time, I think this is the one where they upstairs defended it with like the hookah defense anyway, or maybe theater.
Yeah, no, they tried for a theater defense, and RX had his mirror taken out. They had to move back away from it.
Looks like they're going to do it again, but a little bit late on that setup. Must have been doing some other opening of some murder holes and things like that, or maybe even escape hatches.
They also are going to keep Sneaky, or at least they have Sneaky around there to bandit charge it.
Yeah, that's a good defense. We know the value of that, as we were talking about prior to this match. Harry's, though, sometimes a good counter to Mira, being able to get those Candela behind the wall, blind the Mira, and take advantage of the push. But there's the Habana again, like you were talking about. If they don't have Sneaky doing a good job bandit tricking, that could be it for that Mira window.
I'm going to assume that the bandit charges did get destroyed, because I didn't see a Thatcher go out earlier.
Yeah, that's a good point. There is a Twitch drone, though, from Yogurts. Might have been able to do that. Shaiko, though, playing back. He's actually upstairs now, but he's ready to help his teammates as RX flees.
Oh, Shaiko will pick up 1 on alive and then get traded down instantly by Stizzy.
Good trade back by Stizzy, because that's, you don't want him getting more than 1 kill, that's for sure. RX, though, doing a good job hanging back with Sneaky and not as I say that. Not abandoning the floor, but abandoning his life, apparently, instead. Sneaky, though, does manage to get away downstairs.
Wonderful kill there, though. RX goes down. T-Pek's going to be underneath, as well as Sneaky and Moss. It's a 4-on-3.
Interesting to see how that Habano is being used there once they took out the mirror window. Found some other good uses for it.
Now, they have not gotten default cam yet inside of the main hall, which is being used right now to determine, are they pushing in through the stairwell? Are they going back and forth? No, right now they're just going to play vertical.
Yeah, they're definitely opening up a lot of that floor with those X-Kairos, trying to get those angles. Hopefully they're prepared to attack this particular bomb spot, because obviously you got to place those correctly, but there's a little bit of a late Shaiko revenge.
50 seconds to go. T-Pek's going to get the head and take him down. Steezy will go as Yogurts picked up a frag on a Moss too. A 2-on-3 now. Looks as though the smokes and Candelas are going to go in. There it goes, and here we have the plant possibly going down. Sneaky might be in a position to capitalize on this. Yogurt's going to be looking down to rain bullets from above. 35 seconds, and the plant's not going down just yet. T-Pek's going to be inside of the bathroom trying to bait out this job by T-Pek. There it goes. Will not be the one to come out on top. Sneaky also getting a kill here. It's all up to Yogurts. 25 seconds to go, and it looks like a drop shot from T-Pek will win round number 5, and that's going to make it match point, series point for beGenius.
Well, I really liked what Ahiris was doing in terms of pushing in his own Candela through because he's taking advantage. There's barbed wire there. He knows he's going to be slow. Throws 2 Candelas in, crawls in through the smoke. Was in a great position, but T-Pek was really on top of that. Like, he was just on top of his game. I think he got 3 kills at least. Held down the site pretty much by himself. And as I was saying earlier, giving a little credit to him on Oregon, this is definitely his map, and I'm really impressed by his performance so far.
Now, we talked about a 3-speed meta before, and before the 3-speed meta, there was a 1-speed meta, and it looks as though Millenium is going to kind of find a mix in that. We're bringing the Doc and the Rook.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be, let's hold down hard as much as we can, get a lot of armor in here, try and keep our people alive as long as possible. But the question is, are they going to overextend themselves? Will that matter to have that extra armor and that Doc stim pistol if they just stick their heads into the fire of the attackers when they're roaming?
It's a debatable tactic when you're going up against people such as Shaiko that play the 3 speeds, that play the peeker's advantage, and try to get themselves ahead of the game. And if you're going to go with a slow operator, you're going to do one of 2 things. You're either going to peek and get headshot, or you're going to sit back, play cautiously, play conservatively, and go for a pre-fire when you know that Shaiko's going to be there.
Well, we know where there's going to be at least 1 peek here from Renshiro. Nearly catches them, but didn't quite have the right angle for it. So he's going to be on this roam dock. Oh, opens up the window and moves away just in time to miss it. RX almost punishing him for it.
That's going to grab RX's attention. He's just going to put a couple shots into the window as he goes up to the roof.
Seemed effective for a moment there. Shaiko, though, already probably thinking, okay, I'm almost ready to go in.
There was an enemy just detected outside. Again, some aggressiveness here by Millenium.
That's unfortunate for Stizzy. They're getting blinded. That could be Shaiko pushing in on him, and it certainly is.
Yep, and there's one headshot down on a 3 armor. Renshiro, though, will capitalize and refrag. That's the good kill. That's what you needed. At least 1 armor still, 3 armor
Maybe
still on the board.
Millenium needs to practice killing Shaiko before he kills someone.
But it looks as though Ahiris, though, will also pick up frag on a sneaky refrag by Moss onto Liven.
3v3 already, just in the first minute. This is not looking great for Millenium, just because you really need a man advantage against these guys here when you're down 4-1. Ahiris, though, trying.
Here it is now, a 1-on-3. RX gonna try to hold it down, but Yogurts inside of the courtyard will pick up 2 rounds here for Millenium. It's now 4-2, still match point, still series point, still pro league point playtime basically for beGenius.
Well, that worked out in Millenium's favor. They're definitely still in it. Surprisingly, that 3-2 armor meta seemed to work for them okay in that situation. Partially because of Renshiro's smart play in terms of the way he's playing very flexible on that dock despite the slow speed. But the Rook also did a good job, as well as Ahiris playing well on that castle. Maybe he's still a little too aggressive, but it seemed to work out for him. Would have been nice to have they been able to get Shaiko earlier.
Yes.
But getting the trade on it as they have 2 rounds in a row seems to have helped them potentially stay in this.
I mean, even getting a trade onto Shaiko is brilliant if there's only 1 kill that Shaiko was managing to get.
Yeah.
If you trade him after the 3rd kill, it's a little bit too late to do that.
Yeah, you're probably going to lose that round. We are interestingly, we're not seeing at all Penthouse. They're going again up to Hookah. So they definitely like it. You see that setting up these mirror defenses again. Seemed to work out quite well for them, but they were also very stacked. This is Millenium's chance to try some of that vertical play, but they, again, aren't bringing a buck or anything like that. They're set up more to push on the same level that they're attacking, which didn't work, seems to work out for them last time, but maybe Ahiris can change that if he can play smart with those Candelas, give his team a chance to push in without just getting decimated by those mirror windows.
I just want to see vertical play from Pink Bar, from Sunrise Bar, into theater to get Mira out of that corner with the drop.
That's always my opinion. If you see a mirror window and it's on a top floor and you can shoot from below, that should be to your advantage because you have a situation where you can open it from below and now you're using that window against them. But we just don't see it as often as you'd expect.
Now, we do see RX on Pulse. He's going to be downstairs, but it doesn't look like he's inside of the he's on the opposite corner of the map.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is what you need to do, Millenium. Get into the red bar, play underneath, open up some of the floor, and go from there.
Yeah, they could drone out Pulse there, take him out, and then there's no other defenses on the bottom floor. We'll see if Smoke can hold this alone, though. He's creeping around. I think Renshiro knows he's there. He's going to have a heck of a time. He might have to smoke himself if he wants to get out of it. There's that window getting opened.
Yep.
That's going to help his teammates if they can push now.
So there's still plenty of time here for Millenium to formulate their attack strategy, if you will.
There's the Ela getting spotted out there. That's definitely going to help, although Shaiko, I'm sure, is going to move off of that unless he wants to bait it.
No, he's going to bait this out. He's confident in his gunfighting ability. Sneaky's still going to hold on to the stairs. He's waiting for some information to come.
I'm confident in his gunfighting abilities as well.
So we have 1/2 of the round left to go, and what could be the victory here for beGenius. They are holding down the fort quite well. We now have RX underneath, and seeing as how Millenium has forfeited the attempt to push from under there.
Yeah, so that might make at least nullify RX, but he's got C4. Stizzy, though, takes down RX right as I say that. C4 not going to go out. So nicely done by Stizzy. That's going to be a big help.
Renshiro has met quite a bit of damage from Shaiko here in the main hallway. Sneaky going to cover those cool vibe stairs like he needs to. And this push, instead of coming from Aqua and going into A like Millenium tried last time, they're going to go for this hookah push. Diffuser's outside in the hands of Renshiro.
I like the way Shaiko's holding this. Just a tight enough angle to stay there despite being droned out, and then some extra cover from Sneaky on the stairs to cover his flank. Slowed down, though, at 45 seconds left.
No, there is Maz. He will get downed and finished off by Steezy. Candela's going to go out. Shaiko gets blinded, but not for long. He's going to move on over, pick up a headshot there onto Aries. Liven goes down by T-Pex. It's now going to be a 3-on-3, 30 seconds to go, and Shaiko is trying to make this go into his team's favor. Looks as though Steezy comes from around. He will down Sneaky, but Shaiko will get the final frag, and that means it's all to Yogurts and Renshiro with 20 seconds left to go.
Good luck with that low health, Blackbeard. You pretty much get shot in the toe and you're dead.
Yeah, Renshiro, unfortunately, is not going to come out on this on top, especially with Shaiko at the mix. We are going to have Yoga Shredder repel in. He'll go down. T-Pex picks up a kill. So does Shaiko. beGenius will win this series 2-0 after a 5-1 victory.
I thought
5-2.
That round was pretty well played by Stizzy. I feel like he did a good impact. Almost got a 3K because he couldn't finish off Sneaky. It was more of a 2.5K. But I do think he did a great job. Unfortunately, when you saw Ahiri's push on the Candela, it was a good opportunity to finally take out Shaiko. But again, he forgot how short that blindness is. Pushed in too late. I think with Ying, if you're going to play Ying properly, you have to understand the fact that you don't get blinded by your own flashes is the most important aspect of using those with such a short duration.
I agree with you there. That you need to be wary of the duration of that flash. And it is